Rockstar Energy Music Festival, the Disrupt Fest, with Deryck from Sum 41. How are you, man?
I'm good. Good. It's our first day, so we're just kind of getting the lay of the land.
Yeah, and it's not something new for you guys to be doing the big festivals like this, but it's been a little bit. What's it like to come back and do something like that's similar to Warped Tour, I guess you could say?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, again, like, it's our first day, so we don't really know what, we just got here.
Yeah.
But I assume it's going to be kind of similar to most festival kind of tours that we've done in the past. And
yeah.
They're always really fun.
Yeah.
Especially when you know people, we're friends with the Used.
Yeah.
We've known those guys for a long time, so it'll be great to catch up and hang out. I'm excited to see them play tonight, too.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. I mean, when you look at the lineup, it's an iconic lineup. I mean, even now, these bands have outlasted the test of time when everyone says that rock is dead and that everything like that.
Yeah.
It's a total fault. It's a lie. I mean, when you look at the bands that are consistent from, a decade, even sometimes 2 decades ago, it's still.
I don't think rock is dead. I mean, it's definitely the popular music on the radio is sort of sort of this trash kind of pop hip hop.
Yeah.
Sort of. It's not my kind of thing.
Right.
But I don't think rock music has gone away.
Right. Now, when obviously your punk influences have influenced you to make Sum 41 what it is today. But I've always wanted to know if someone was to go through your iPod or your phone, what song would they see on there to where they're like, Deryck from Sum 41 listens to this artist or this album?
Well, I like it just back there. I mean, I have music on right now in the back lounge, which is Tom Petty.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, it's not that surprising, but it's not very punk rock. I mean,
right.
It kind of is in a way. But
yeah, he was a free spirit.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
So musically, it's not punk rock music, but
right.
Yeah, I guess I also listen to Sinatra quite a bit, which is very not punk rock music.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, another guy who just did whatever he wanted to do.
Right. Now you obviously have had a history of doing whatever you wanted to do, and then you kind of learned that living the sober life is the best life for you. How has that made you into almost like a better person? Because obviously there's people that use substances to get by, and for you it's for pain tolerance a lot.
Some of it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a half and half. Some of it was fun. When it started escalating, it was because of the pain management in a way.
When you made the decision to switch to live a sober lifestyle, obviously the improvement in quality of life drastically, changed and improved for you. But how has it helped with music and obviously with this new EP that you guys just came out with, the 4 tracks? I read online you put together everything, correct?
Yeah. Well, I mean, those 4 tracks are leading. We have a new record coming out next week, so those 4 songs are on the album. And I don't know. I guess I don't really know how much things are different for me work-wise. I mean, I always worked kind of the same way. So the difference is I just don't have a drink with me.
Right.
I don't know. I've always been really obsessed with making music, and that's all I've ever wanted to do. I think, I guess the difference is you can sort of, have a little bit, you're less hungover, so you probably have a little bit more energy.
You
throughout
perform
the day.
a little better, yeah.
I mean, there's just little things that probably just help you a little bit more.
Right. And obviously, these 4 tracks are going to be on the album.
Yeah.
But there was 3 super heavy tracks, and then Never There, in my personal opinion, was my favorite track because it was such an emotional track. So I guess we could start there as far as where did the process of that song come from? Obviously involving a relationship or a breakup, but...
Well, the song Never There is about how I've never met my father, so it's a lack there of a relationship.
Yeah.
And it was a song that I wrote not intending it to be on the record. It was just a song that sort of came out of nowhere that I thought would never see the light of day.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I showed it to our manager, the record was finished, and I said, hey, I got this other song. What do you think of it? Do you maybe think we can probably give it to somebody else? Or, what do you think we should do with this one? And he heard it. He said, well, why wouldn't we put it on the record?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, the record is a little bit heavier. This is not. And he said, this is like the heaviest song on the record, except in a completely different way.
Yeah.
And when he said that, I realized, okay, I guess it does fit on this album. So, yeah, it was one of those songs that almost never really made it.
So with the new album, how many tracks total?
The new album has 10 tracks.
Okay, and obviously that is going to be one of the slower songs, but the rest of the album is more hard-hitting.
The rest of the album is kind of more like what you've already heard from the other songs.
Yeah, and now obviously when you look at Killer No Filler up till now, the political environment in this country has drastically changed. I mean, it's a completely different from back in the day till now. How do you adapt with that, and how do you put that into your music, or do you not put it in your music at all? I mean, with the punk mentality. It's always like against the system, and if there's any time to
it's not always, but I think it can be, and it has for sure. I think for me, this record, I feel like my feelings about everything that's going on right now have come out on this record. I don't necessarily speak about exact policies, and like I'm not trying to change the world or change anybody's view. I have my own frustrations and anger and things that come out with just in the music, because that's just how I write about my feelings unintentionally. It just sort of comes out. Like I don't really think about it. I don't try to write about anything, but when I look back at what I've written, I can see my true feelings have come out.
Right. Now, I read in an interview recently that you stray away from the news completely as much as you can.
I don't necessarily. I have gone in waves where I'm like, sometimes I just need to shut it off. But no, I probably stay pretty informed.
Yeah. I've found that just in the living the lifestyle of not watching the news is awesome. Like
it is awesome.
It's the ignorance is bliss mentality, but it also, like, I sometimes feel a sense of guilt. Like I should know what's going on.
Exactly. That's the problem, is that like I said, like sometimes I will shut it off. But then you really feel uninformed. And so that it's okay. I feel like it's okay to walk away from it for a second, or at least for myself. But I start to feel just sort of like disconnected if I don't really know what's going on.
Does tour help with that? Does it help you kind of stay away from everything?
Not really.
No, it makes it worse.
No, I just think if it's there, and you either choose to ignore it or you choose to be engaged. I find it hard to turn it off completely.
Yeah. 2 more questions. Favorite song to play live? Like if you had one song to where you could play it live every single night and you do, what song is that?
I'm really liking playing Out for Blood right now.
There you go.
Not just because it's a new song, but because it's really fun to play and the crowd really is getting into it and they sing along, and it's just really exciting.
And I wanted to talk about Out for Blood because it's in the top 20 right now. It's doing incredible. What is that feeling like? I mean, you've had it before, 15 million records sold, but does it ever get old? Is it ever like, oh, we got a song on the radio? Like,
no,
I feel
it never gets old.
Yeah.
No, you're always excited when you're on the radio.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I greatly appreciate it.
Cool, awesome.
Deryck from Sum 41. Obviously, you guys have an incredible 2019 lined up and can't wait to hear the new album.
Cool. Well, thank you very much.
Awesome.